with another video of the video series Linear Equations in One Variable. In this video, we are going to learn how can we solve linear equation when the variable is on one side of the linear equation and when the variable is on both sides of the linear equation. So let's see how can we solve linear equations in one variable. Before starting the video, please like, share and subscribe the video and watch the entire video so that you will not miss any concept. And if you find any difficulty in any question, please do comment me under the comment section. We will be discussing that in our next video. So let's start. How can we solve linear equations? So today's topic is how can we solve linear equations. How can we solve linear equation means how can we find the value of a variable, the unknown variable, because we have seen in the last video equation, algebraic equation contains what? Different variables, different constants and an equal sign. So solving an linear equation means to find the unknown value of the variable. So see, if we are going to find the value of a variable, it can be the question we can get in two ways. Variable on one side of equal, and in few questions we can get variable on both sides, right? So total we have two ways. In two forms we can get the question. In few questions we can get the variable on one side of equal sign. In few questions we can get the variable both the sides. One by one we will see how we can solve both type of problems. Okay. Now we know in algebra we are going to play with what? With the variables, with the constants, with all kind of operations which we have learned in arithmetic, plus, minus, multiply and divide. So here we are going to rearrange these operations to get the value of a variable. See, algebraic equations, we know equations mean what? Which have an equal sign, right? So equations is let me tell you one example. Equation we can say it is quite similar to weighing scale. Weighing scale, you must have seen the weighing scale on the shops when you go to the market to buy something. There is a weighing scale. Okay, so if you keep same amount of weight on both sides of weighing scale, it would be what? It would be balanced. But if you add some more weight on one side, all right, if you add some more weight on one side, then what will happen? The weighing machine will no longer balanced because one side will fall down, because it is more weighted, no? So equation is also like that. To make an equation true, both the sides should be equal, right? Now, equal doesn't means, see, equal doesn't means that it looks like same. Equal means the value should be same. For example, if I write 4 plus 4 is equal to 8, right? Now you say on left hand side, we have written 4 plus 4, or right hand side we have written 8. It is not looking same, but it is equal. Having the same value means it is a balanced equation, because we know 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Yes, on the right hand side we can say there is a different thing which is written. So it is not looking same, but it has the same value. That's why it is known as what? Balanced equation or a true equation. So now let's start with how can we solve equations. All right, here is the equation I wrote for you to solve y plus 2 is equal to 5. Let's understand how can we find the value of the unknown variable which is y over here, right? We have to find the value of this variable. Right. Now, as I told you, equation is like a weighing scale, right? So, we have to make a balance on both the sides. Alright. Now, if we want to find the value of y, definitely we have to rearrange the equation, right? Like to solve this equation, we want to separate this y. We want to separate this y. We want that this y will remain alone on left hand side. Right. If see on left hand side, we have one more number, which is 2. Yes, a problem arises over here. How can we remove this 2? How to get rid of this number 2? One thing, we have to get rid of the number 2. Another thing, we have to make the equation also balanced. So, see, if I am going to add some weight on the left hand side, definitely the equation will no longer balance, right? So, what to do? Whatever, this tells us that whatever we are going to do in the equation, we have to do the same thing on both the sides to make our equation balanced. Okay, so our first task was to get rid of this number 2, to make this y alone on left hand side. How can we do? See, here this 2 is added with this y, right? Now think, if I subtract number 2, then this 2 minus 2 would be 0, right? Then what will be remaining over here? Only y, and we can easily get rid of this number 2, right? This is one thing. Now, as we know, to make our equation balanced, if we have kept some weight, or if we have added any number, we have subtracted any number, anything, whatever we have done, the same thing we have to done on the other side also, right? So, as we have subtracted 2 over here, here also on the right hand side, we have to subtract 2, right? Now, we subtract, as soon as we subtract 2 over here, now this part, if you see, if we remove this part from this equation is left with y on the left hand side. Yes, only y is remaining because 2 minus 2 we know 0. Now, what is there? Equal to, we will put equal to. What is 5 minus 2? 5 minus 2 is 3. See, very easily we have found the solution of the equation. I hope it is very easy for you and you have understood. Is it or not? Now quickly let's start with one more example to understand it properly. Okay. Let me write over here 3 plus z is equal to 7. Alright. Now if you see in this equation, we have unknown variable z. We have to find the value of the z, right? Now, if you see with this z, we have number 3 on the left hand side. We cannot find. So, what is the first task? First task is to separate the variable, right? How can we separate? For the separation, we want to get rid of this number 3. This is the first task. So, if you see, this 3 has been added with z, alright? You please don't forget that you are going to see the sign which is before the number, not after the number. Here, as you can see, there is no sign. So, we know the hidden sign over here is plus, right? So, 3 has been added to z. Now, to get rid of 3 and to get rid of 3, yeah, exactly. To get rid of 3, what can we do? We have to subtract 3. If we subtract 3, definitely what will happen? We can easily remove this 3 from here, right? But as I told you, it is like a weighing scale, so we cannot make our equation imbalanced, right? So we have to make our equation balanced. How can we make our equation balanced? Definitely if we subtract the same number on the right hand side also, right? So here if we subtract, it would be minus 3 also, right? Now if we subtract the 3 on both the sides, why we have done this? The main aim to balance equation. That's why we have subtracted 3 on both the sides, right? Now if we have subtracted the 3, here this part would be removed because 3 minus 3 would be 0. What is left? Only z. Z on the left hand side. Then z is equal to, here we have 7 minus 3. That would be 4. Right? So, see, in a very simple way, we got the answer. Z is equal to 4. Now, let's have a tricky variation in these equations that confuses students a lot. Here, as you have seen, we have done the examples of addition. Alright. Now, if I have a question, let's take this example, 2 minus y is equal to 5. Yes. Here if you see this unknown is getting subtracted from number 2. Unknown is getting subtracted, right? What can we do? See, to isolate y and to remove this negative sign also, because this negative sign also belongs to y. This is the main thing, right? So first of all, we have to see about this sign also, right? How can we isolate y? First of all, let's remove this 2. How can we remove? Easily we know, if we subtract 2 from here and to balance the equation, we have to subtract on the right hand side also. Now this is left with minus y is equal to 5 minus 2 is what? 3. Alright. See, variable is y. As this minus also belongs to y, how to get rid with this minus? How to isolate this y? Next question arises. Can we subtract variables also? Can we add subtract variable also from here? Yes, we can. See, if I want to remove this minus, because this y is with minus sign, right? If we add y over here on the left hand side, now to balance the equation, we have to add on the right hand side also this y, right? If we do this, what happens? Now when you see, this minus y and plus y would be removed, and what is left? 0. Alright, so I am writing over here. Here it would be 0 is equal to, now if you see here we have 3 plus y. So we can write 3 plus y. Now our equation is in the form which we know how to solve. It is simply in the form y plus 3 is equal to 0, y plus 2 is equal to 5. If you compare both the things, doesn't matter if we are writing y plus 3 on the left side or right side. The process would be same because both are equal, right? Now simply what can we do? We have to isolate this y. So for this we have to remove this 3. Alright, how can we remove? By subtracting 3. We can easily remove. So we will subtract from this side also as well as from this side also. Right. So if we subtract from this side, 0 minus 3 we have learnt in the integers. 0 minus 3 is what? 0 minus 3 is minus 3. Right. And this 3 minus 3 would be cancelled, because the same number with opposite sign is cancelled. 3 minus 3 is 0 simply. And what is remaining over here? Only y. So see, we have written minus 3 is equal to y. Now as it is an equation, so and we know equation is balanced. So if we can write minus 3 is equal to y is also same. Or if we write y is equal to minus 3 is same. So we can write y is equal to minus 3. This is the solution to this equation 2 minus y is equal to. So don't be confused if you are getting a variable which has been subtracted from a number. No need to be confused. No need to get confused. Alright. So this is all about how can we solve simple equations when we have the variables on one side. Alright, now we are going to move on the next part where we can solve the variable on both sides. Quickly let's start. How can we solve the equation which have the variable on both the sides? Here we have this equation, 2x plus 7 is equal to x plus 15. If you see on the left hand side also we have this variable x which is multiplied with 2, and here also on the right hand side we have this variable x, right? Tricky question. Let's start in a very easy way, step by step. See, here in this question, first step is, this type of question how can we solve? The first step is, first we bring all the variables one side and all the constants on the other side. Okay, all the variables on one side means what? This 2x and x we have to keep on one side, and the 7 and 15 we have to keep on another side because these are the constants, right? So see, when you rearrange the equation, because if you are changing the places of the numbers, then definitely it is known as the rearranging of the equation, right? So when you rearrange the equation, we have one method which we are going to use, and that method is known as transpose method. It is known as transpose method, which we are going to start. Alright, before starting this transpose method, let me give you one example. See, sometime, let's take a situation. Very good example I'm going to give. Let's imagine any guest has to come to your house. Alright, and your mom asked you, beta, today you have to manage with this guest in your room. Alright, so see, if you want, doesn't matter if you want or you don't want, you have to manage with the guest for a night in your room, right? What you do, you will think, okay, I can manage with the guest, but where I sleep, I will be sleeping there only. Other place, the guest can use to sleep, right? You will be giving the place on your bed, but not that place where you sleep, where you generally sleep. You are not going to give that. Alright, you will think, okay, this is the other side of the bed and this side the guest can use. Right. If this kind of situation occurs, right, definitely the guest has to compromise. Why? Because when that guest is in his or her house, he sleeps as per his convenience, right? But when he is coming to your house, somewhere he has to compromise for that particular day when he is changing his place, right? So, why I gave you this example, I will tell you. If you see this number 2x, 2x is over. 2x is already written over here. No problem, right? Now, because we have to bring this x to left hand side, अब क्या होगा? This x will, this 2x will say, I am not going to change my place. I will be here only. Alright, if you want to come, you come. Right? But you have to stay after me. You have to stay after me. You cannot, it's not like that x will come on the left hand side and x will stay first. No. 2x said x you have to stay after me. So you see x has to do some compromise, right? Now here what kind of compromise? See, here if you see this x with plus sign. No sign means plus sign is available. Now, which kind of compromise? Compromise says that you have to change your sign. You have to change your sign. If you are with the plus sign on the right hand side, when you come on the left hand side, you have to convert your sign and the sign would be what? Minus. This is what? This is the compromise of the sign. Understood? I hope with this example you are not going to forget. When anyone will change its place, they have to do some compromise, alright, and that compromise with numbers is the changes of signs. If this x is coming on the other side, then x has to change its sign, right? So now this x will become minus x is equal to. Now if you see, after is equal to, this 15 is on the right hand side. This 15 is on the right hand side. So 15 is not going to change its place. 15 will be here only. 15 will be here only. 15 will say, why I will change my place? I am not going to change my place. Alright, if 7 wants to come, 7 can come and stay with me, but after me, right? So the 7 has to go to the right hand side. 7 has to go to the right hand side. But when 7 will go to the right hand side, again this plus will be converted to what? Minus as a compromise. Compromise means to convert the signs. Plus will be converted to minus, minus will be converted to plus, multiply will be converted to divide, divide will be converted to multiply. This is what? This is the compromise of the signs. They have to convert their sign. Now, simple. Last step, we can easily solve 2x minus x. We all know x is equal to, and 15 minus 7 we know 8. Alright. So see, in this way simply we have found the solution of this equation x is equal to 8. I hope you all have understood this, how we got this, and this changes of sign on different sides of the equation is known as what? Transpose method. When we change the sign, it is known as the transpose method. So I hope it is very easy. If you want, we can have one more example. Let me write one more equation. I am writing now. 3y plus 5 is equal to 2y plus 3. Right, so the equation is 3y plus 5 is equal to 2y plus 3. Here, as we can see, the variable is y. We have to find the value of this y. Alright, so again, as this variable is on both the sides, the first step to bring the variable on one side of the equation. So one side of the equation means left hand side I am keeping all the variable parts and right hand side I am leaving the constants. Alright, let's start with bringing the variables on one side. So here, as you know, this 3y is sitting. So 3y is not going to change its place. This 2y will be asked to change its place. But if this 2y will change its place, definitely it will come to the left hand side and it has to compromise. Transpose method. Compromise means changing the sign. Here it is with plus sign. Here it will become minus, and this 2y will come on the left hand side. Now we will put the equal sign. Now if you can see, after equal we have this number 3. So this number 3 will say why I will change my place. I will be here only on the right of the equal here. Now this 5 has to do the compromise. So 5 will go from left to right, right? When it will go to left to right, this sign would be changed. This is plus 5. When the 5 will come on the right hand side, it would be minus 5, right? Now if we solve this, 3y minus 2y, we know y is equal to, now 3 minus 5 we know minus 2. We have learned all this in integers. 5 minus 3 is 2. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So in this way, we have learned how can we solve simple linear equations when the variables are there on one side of equal sign and the variables are there on both sides of equal sign. This is all about how can we solve linear equations to find the value of the unknown variable in one step. In the next video, we are going to learn how can we solve the linear equation in a two-step method where we are going to have multiple operations in the equation at the same time. So please stay tuned for the next video. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye-bye. Sayonara.